what did I do with them? Let's see here. Let's see. The song makes me want to bounce, dance. Like in a mosh pit, they used to do those. I used to go to I've danced around the mosh pit, and then I saw a guy kick another guy in the head, and I was like, man, now it ain't fun no more. Oh, it's terrible. Gosh. Hi, welcome to my tube. I gotta go get my hydration station. My name's Marge. I'm a health empath. I just like having these little talks on the way I feel about things. I'll be right back. You can look at Benny and look at Benny. Benny right there in the middle. Benny's a snoozer star. A super snoozer star. And there's Tucker. Don't you look at his earballs. Stay away from his earballs, Tucker. Yeah, ear accoster. I need my hydration station. Be right back. BRB. I had a weird day. It was a weird day all the way, all day long. And it's not over, so, who knows? Who knows what could happen next? But my day was very peculiar. I woke up and let the dogs out. It snowed some last night. We didn't get, I don't think I think we, here on the valley floor in Teos, north, south of Teos. Wait, I gotta think about. So a little south of Teos. Anyway, little blip out the way, and it's rural. There's some words I couldn't get. I spent years in speech therapy. Anyway, some things I still can't say, like rural. It's the tongue on the. It's. Anyway, I live in the boonies, in the sticks, and I love it. I like it so far. One day at a time. Everything's one day at a time, And so I take a couple of the DOGs out, and it's snow, and I was like, we go to this side, and then we went to this side, and I was like, this ain't right. Something's not right. Tucker. Do not get in his earballs. Here, let me help you. You want to lay on the pillow or you want me to move it? What you want, baby? I'm here for you, baby dog. Hands at me. Aw, you are the cutest. You're the good boy. You're so sweet. I wish you would remember how much you like him when you get the grr at him in the middle of the night. Anyway. So, and then I took the dog out this side, and something was missing. Somebody had taken a trailer. And they didn't have permission to do it. They stole the trailer. And I was like, what? It was early. It was like 7:45. It was early for a lot of people. It was early for most people. And then I called the DM and I called the landlord and let her know, and I started thinking about it, and I feel like an ass because I am so hyper vigilant about things, and I hear things, and I know patterns and schedules and things like that. A lot of times I do what most people do, is you just write it off as something else. And I really need to stop doing that. In my account, I think it was about 10:47. Because I went out earlier, I took pictures. I went outside I'm going through the recon. I went outside last night, took my last picture yesterday at 8:27 last night. And it was snowing pretty good. It was coming down pretty good. Visibility was a, and I was playing I was playing games on my phone while I was listening to Bob's Burger, I believe. I think that's what was on, or maybe just YouTube video. I was listening to something. That's what I do when I wind down, is I'll play my games and listen to something before I go to bed. And I heard like a diesel engine. It was and I thought maybe it was like a UPS truck. That's what my first, and then I looked at, I even picked it, because I was up playing with my games on my phone. I haven't picked it up, and it was like, I think it was like 1047, I think it was. Yeah, but police around here don't do nothing. They're all freaking, they're mad enough because they don't get big freaking SUVs like everybody else. They get little Ford Escorts or some Focuses or some shit. Anyway, they're just security guards, you know. Yeah, they don't do much. And I didn't get up, and all the dogs were sleeping. They didn't bark. No, you know, it was just me here, you know. And then it sucks because the sentimental value that it holds a great deal of sentimental value. And so the thing that it is people that do stuff like that, this is not the time to be doing stuff like that. Your karma, now is the time. Whatever you do, it is hell to pay. We are stepping into hell to pay time. Karma is going to be just... And it's such a small community. And people like me know how to freaking, you know... But what are you going to do? Sell it on Craigslist? Or put it up on Facebook? You know, I mean, people are so, you know, what... It's just like... And besides, it's just... I had a girlfriend once. I know, hard to believe, isn't it? I'm such a catch. Anyway, she had a Jeep, one of those big ones with the big old tires, and take the top off in the summer. And yeah, it's cool, but it's not a real pleasant ride on the interstate. And it's hard to get in and out of sometimes. My dogs do. Anyway, pros and cons. I'm not a Jeep fan. Had the nice experience, but hers got stolen out from right in front of my house. And I even woke up, look out of the window, saw the headlights. I'm like, what? Is that a train? Those lights are pretty bright. And that was them freaking using their... They were on my lawn pointing their headlights at me, putting the... It was just... Can't catch them all, huh, Ma? Huh. I'm kind of like a Columbo, huh? Whoops. So, I'm not a cop. I could be an inspector. I could find this stuff. Let me try. Come on, Ma, let me try. That's what she used to hear me say all the time. Let me try. Anyway, let's fast forward on from my day, from the freaking scoundrels, you know. Freaking bastards, man. People that steal. They're just the worst. Well, liars kind of suck, too. So my next adventure was the adventures at the post office. In small town Podunk, USA. Oh, my lawn. See... Part of the wonderment of me is that I am an electronic slider. I've seen one article written about it. I don't know if there's more, and it was several years ago. But everybody knows somebody like me. We disrupt technology. We make things glitchy because we vibe super high. And we have a magnetic personality. We do. We attract things and repel shit too. Oh, I repel. Anyway, today wasn't a repelly day, so that was cool. I go to the post office, and I'm just like, I don't like going to places like this at all for this reason that I'm about to disclose, the story I'm about to tell. Because It's not. It doesn't matter if it's the grocery store. It doesn't matter if it's Wally World. It doesn't matter if there is electric. The gas station, I usually pay at the pump because of this. It doesn't matter where I go. Everywhere the register. Oh, give me a sec. My first system froze. It's something like that. Okay. And I'm like, okay, no worries. And sometimes I'm like, yeah, it happens everywhere I go. And they're like, no, it's just my system. I'm like, no. I'm like a human degausser, so to speak. A degausser is something that you put a hard drive on, and it's like, it zaps it with freaking juice, magnets, and suppose it wipes the information off the disk inside. But now everything's hard. I don't know if it's not everything is hard states. I don't know if that works the same anymore. Let's put a freaking round in it. Nobody's gonna be able to upload it. Target practice. Pew, pew, pew. Anyway. So it starts out real nice. The guy Joseph is real helpful, is real cordial, and he's he types like I do. He's a pecker, Been using the keyboard probably freaking 15 years. Still doesn't know where all the keys are. That's all right. So he puts all my information in, and it's like, I'm like, when did it cost so much to freaking get a post office box? That is because nobody around here because they don't deliver mail to freaking a lot of places like residents around here. It's weird. This is a first for me. I've had a lot of weird water situations, but in different parts of the country, there's pros and cons, and there's just like different quirky shit. Arizona was funny about mail too. Weird about mail. Good luck getting mail in Arizona. So that's why I was just like, well, I'll see if I can't bypass it, and I'll just go down and get a P.O. box. So we'll see. In the numbers, they feel good. 1568. 1568. I think that's it. 1568. It just like it's a flowy number, P.O. box 1568, and it's right by the back door, so I don't have to go very far in. It's kind of convenient. So. And, so it's weird that most people, and there's a lot of communities, I guess, around here that are out farther in the sticks that they don't deliver mail to. And then I was like, so how do you get a mailbox? Can I just go to the store and buy a mailbox, put numbers on it? And then the mailman drive by, see that the number matches on the post, matches my envelope? Can we do that? Of course not. That would be... Anyway, so he gets to the last part, right? We get to the last part. I'm like, can I get a book of stamps too, please? I wonder what I did with those. I think I left them in the big blue van. Anyway, because I got to mail in all my stuff for my tags, my license plate. It's all by mail, but I couldn't mail it in until I had a P.O. box for them to be able to send my plates to. Oh my God! And so he goes in and he does the last but I needed my freaking electricity bill, which I never got, and that's another story too that happened before I went to the post office. So what was I talking about? Where was I? Oh, so he gets to the last screen. I'm getting ready to pay, and then he like goes to the other room to get something. To print something off, and then he comes back, and he was like, "What?" And he goes back and he gets his manager. They're having, we'll put what? They go back there like they're just like, huh? And I'm like, I do this all the time. I'm like, sorry, didn't mean to stump ya. This is just. It happens. And so, and now I'm like looking back behind me. I mean, I was looking back behind me because there's a dude holding a big old box that came in. He was like, and there was still another lady helping people, but she was having to go back and forth in the back too. So, one time I looked back and it was like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. As the line was, and I was just like confounded, and evidently all of everything he put in, and after he entered it, all of the fields cleared. So, but it was caught in a weird, funky place. So they remedied the problem. It did take some time. And I did get a P.O. box. P.O. Box Rancho de Teos. P.O. Box 1568. I'm going to put it up there. People want to send me... I like when freaking people send me loot, man. I like when people send me freaking stuff, dude. Who doesn't like getting mail? And I've gotten some pretty cool... Here is another neat story. Oh, I was going to tell the story about the electricity bill. But I did get to speak to Lori again today. She's a nice lady. Lori's mom's name. Mom's name shorted up. Because, Mom, do you want to wave? You sleeping already? Sorry. I always, when I do my talk, she goes to sleep. I put her out. I was like, I haven't got an electricity bill, and I know I've been here long enough to get one. To earn one. Even though soon power will be free for everyone. Right? Isn't that how people are going to start looking at things? So I called the electric company. And I was like, okay. And I told her my email. And she's like, oh, I see the problem here. You have a Hotmail account. The company that does the blah, 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 evidently does the billing for them. They don't like Hotmail or the system, the programmers for whatever they don't. Any Hotmail account, you're not going to get a bill online. And I was like, oh my God! As an IT professional, this is just because people all over the place are not doing their job. People are slackers. People are lazy, and this is the world we get. And it really sucks. But the good news is, for the whole month, I got to use the freaking heater as much as Mom needed, and that's the first time in freaking 3 winters. That's a long time. And she always had the electric heater pointed at her, but I've been cold. Because we didn't have hot running water, so it's like, and usually if you're cold, I'll just take a hot shower, and that'll last freaking day for, a couple hours, keep me toasty warm, whatever. Usually the dogs freaking lay so close to me when I sleep, it's too hot anyway. That's why I'm like, oh my God, I'm going to the DMV tomorrow. But I'm just going to be like, boom, boom, like I did today. I'm like, because I'm prepared. I got my passport. I got my 214. I got, I am who I am. I got my proof of residency. Booyah. Can I have my driver's license, please? Thank you. How's my hair? That's so gay. Anyway, what else? Gay as in dumb, not gay as in me. What else? Here's a good story. This is probably my best part of my day. I got a 0.5. 10 years younger than me, a half-sister. My dad, after his practice wives... Anyway, it was his third round, his third base. She messaged me today, and the astrology, I'm like, how is this going to work in my life? I don't have anybody left in my world. My world is like this many people. It's like my world is so small. My world is people that come into my chat and Mom, and DM, and I keep calling her DM. I should be calling her DB. DB. I've been saying it wrong. DM. Denise. Anyway. Neat gal. So, I got so in all the astrology that's coming up keeps talking about, you know, people from the past. Now's the, you know, because now we're about to go to Mercury retrograde too for a few. That's why I said. That's why I said I made that joke at the post office today because there are all these people waiting in line and nobody's going anywhere, and I'm like, and I'm loud, so it doesn't matter if I got no mask on or not. I'm like, and it's not even Mercury retrograde yet. They're booming down the whole post office. It's not my embarrassment. People try to put embarrassment on me. I don't pick that up. Anyway, so that was pretty cool to hear from her because it's been about. I was trying to figure it out. I think it's been. Grandma died and her service was in the 2005, so 15 years is a long time. You know. I said, oh, I didn't mention that part. She's gonna come visit. Yeah, she's gonna come see me. We're gonna hang out. And see, I never got to grow up around her, be around her, 10 years apart, stuff like that. She did the family route, had kids, got married, had some kids, did all that, and I was in Nebraska, she was in California, now she's next door over there. I don't know if I should. I'm not going to say where. But close enough to come on over and say hey for a little while. And I was like, oh my goodness, we could do like a slumber party. I'm like, I'll get stuff. We could make ice cream sundaes. You can talk about boys. It'll be cool, you know. Some stuff I'm 46 years old and stuff I've never gotten to do before and never thought I'd have. I didn't picture that. So today was a pretty weird day. It was a pretty good day. It's a pretty good day. It's a pretty good day. Yeah, you know. I was thinking about that so much today. Just like I listened to the astrology and then like seeing just stuff on the tubes. Just what the titles are and stuff, just what's in the world right now, and I'm just like, there's just so much. It's just the veil is dissolving, and it's just hard to watch, man. It's hard to, dude. Everybody wants all this justice, and everybody wants all this, you know, exposure and everything like that. But, you know, the fact of the reality is that who's going to be able there to be to do the triage? I'll be there. I'll be there to do triage. Because a lot of these people that are going to come to the light are going to have a lot of their whole existence has been isolated. It's just, the point is we're stepping in the age where people are going to be need to be given the space to heal. I have healed. I have healed. I am not the same physical person. Nobody. If you've been on this incarnation more than you're 21 years old, you are already you're the third version of yourself. Because every 7 years, on a cellular basis, you regenerate. You are not even the same, but your spirit is always the same. And it remembers vibrational frequency. And people are coming into their trauma of things that they saw. I was reading about it was clickbait, but it was a story about Stephen King last night, and I knew he was a drunk. I didn't know to what extent he was a drunk, and like his history with Lisa Simpson. She was in a movie that he did, the last movie he directed, because he was such a wastoid, that he was like having people do unsafe stunts and stuff. Oh yeah, go ahead, just do it, it'll be fine. Freaking drunks, man. They're just crazy. They're just void of spirit. It's all ego, and it's just all do it how I want. Anyway, I think he's sober now. I don't know. What was the point of me telling the story about him? Confounded. Confounded is very useful in situations instead of the F-bomb. I've used it since I was in high school. But he's like an egomaniac. That's not why I was I was talking about freaking Stephen King. Why did I bring up Stephen King? Not his van accident. He don't even look right. I'm gonna have to move on because I really don't know why I was talking about Stephen King. Whatever. Oh, hi, Adrian Elise. I like it makes me feel good when she loves my comments. Oh no! I'm missing it. There's a live Dimitri effect. See. Oh, that's what I was talking about. That all these people are going to have to be made to freaking heal. I don't know why. I still don't know why I brought up Stephen King. Anyway, but people, more and more people are starting to figure it out. When the student is ready, the teacher becomes available. My first teacher about gematria. I'm going to say it's Roman from School for the Dada. He's the one that introduced me to it. I have no history or lineage that would put me adjacent to that. Except I do like code. I do like codes a lot. And I followed I used to do it when I was a kid, and I'd make secret notes with, doing the reverse alphanumeric and all that stuff, and ciphering codes. I'm a code head. I'm in IT. I'm not a coder or a programmer, but I know how to pay attention to patterns real good. And hold on a second. I don't like any of my music anymore. I'm in a different place, and it just reminds me of the days of when I'm just like, meh. Time for some new stuff. What was I talking about again? Confounded. The time that people are coming in. Who's going to be doing the triage? That's the most significant part that I left off, is who's going to be doing the triage when all these people come forward. And it's so, like, for example, all these children, all the wonderful children they are saving from California. Between this week, it was like 33 children, and then it was another 13 people arrested for a human. They basically had just a brothel. They were basically running a brothel from, I think it was 8 to 12-year-olds, stuff like that. And it's just like, who's gonna, because people that have not gone through hell have no business teaching a person how to go through, so I'm here to help. I got all kinds of ideas of, like, day camps. Like, just freaking, come throw a freaking knife or an axe at a piece of wood, It's that freaking ass, Come, I have so many ideas of things to do to help heal souls. Because I am one of those that I heal myself by taking self-soothing, learning how to love me. And when I learned how to love me, I reconnected to God. Because when I was a little girl, I loved God, and and then all these people that endorse God acted in terrible ways. So I'm like, well, God's kind of a chump. If these are the people that promote, I ain't really into it. And then I started drinking and experimenting with drugs and drinking all that stuff, and it all took me from spirit, and I live from ego. Maybe that's why I brought up Stephen King, because he's an example of living from ego, you know? But that's the thing. Maybe that's what it was. He saw a traumatic event when he was a kid. See, and that is like a key, like people that have seen traumatic, and I saw traumatic events when I was a kid. So, I've seen a handful, several, enough to be desensitized. But then later in life, I went into the military, so that it just further desensitized, you know. But the thing of it is, then they shot those freaking, all those shots in me. My sensitivity, I know it's because of the freaking anthrax vaccines. I know. That has put my endocrine system in another level. And add that to the stress of, like, you know, potentially not being able to home my mom, who's 70, and my 4 dogs and cat, and her little dog's ass, you know. And it wouldn't be fun to live nowhere intense with them. Or, you know, that would not be well. But if need be, we do it. But God has blessed us. He's always given us the stepping stone. He always has, always has. And I get so angry at myself for sometimes doubting my faith in God. And it's like, that's the thing. That's my ego, because he's not doing it in accordance to my time or what I want. It's, you know, then that's ego. And then, okay, lesson learned. Just, you know, I'm learning. So today is a good day. It's just a weird day. I think I'm going to change the name of the title. Huh? Hi, Heather. How are you? Hi, Aaron. I was going from bottom to top. So, what else? So tomorrow I'll probably have more stories about the DMV. That's cool, as long as I can send my stuff in to get the plates, you know. I see, and this is the stuff, and I should probably wrap it up on this, because I've been running my mouth for a while. Absolve the that is the biggest freaking crock resource hog there is. The DMV should just go away. Let the DMV go away. You know, they don't want to work with people anyway. So, you know, they don't use the what are they for? That's the thing. All these old systems, Aquarius season. We're not in the age of Aquarius yet, although your spirit is getting a taste right now, a little taste of it, because there's like 5, 6 planets that are all in Aquarius, and depending where, if you got stuff, you know, because I got it in my 9th house, and so everything's just freaking foobar. Effed up beyond recognition. It's an IT term. I heard a new term today I never heard before. I guess it is a friend AA term, or at least said it, and I never heard it before. If it's hysterical, it's historical. I'm like, no, never. And I was for years, went to conferences, did all that stuff. Never heard that. That was cool, huh? So, somebody dreaming. Is it Benny? I think Artie and Luna went to the other room. Oh, that was funny. I'm gonna wrap it up on this. Was a good story. One of the channel supporters, one of the Earth angels in my life. They're starting to droop. You got flowers. They're dying. Anyway, I got a text message a couple days ago saying I'm gonna send you a queen size, because it was after Stan Lee freaking killed the second air mattress. Because when we got here, I just went to, like, that night, I just drove 7 hours. DB stayed here. I ran. Hi, nice to meet you. I'm just gonna run to Walmart because we didn't have no place to sleep. Nothing, because our stuff came later, and still we got shorted. But Stan Lee used them for scratch post and freaking popped them. And somebody did recommend get like a bike tube patch. First one I just like threw it in the heap. The second one I looked at it and I was like, well, these are the. I wonder how many I have to get, because there's like little puncture holes all over this thing, because he like had been running around on it and freaking stomping on it and stuff like that, and so it was just really cool, because I got that text message saying I'm gonna that someone cares enough to send another one, right? Because we have we're supposed to come out with but we got shorted. 2 like double size, is that below queen? 2 double size mattresses, but we only got 1. And then so I kept the 1 air mattress, but then it got popped. And then I ended up getting the futon. Mom likes sleeping out here anyway, because the bathroom's right there, and she just is comfortable because everything's in close proximity. And so I was like, when she sent it, and she's gonna send like sheets and blankets, and I was like, well, that's cool, but we don't really need them, But I'm gonna put them to use. Maybe it's like, maybe I can do something. And there's like if I make it like an actual bed and put sheets on it and blanket, that the cat, he can't get through it. But it doesn't matter, or it could just be for guests. And then that was like, was it? Whatever day I got the text about that, and then it was within a day, 2 days, because it could have been yesterday, it could have been Saturday, but it wasn't that long ago. And then and then my sister wants to come visit. And I was like, now she can sleep comfortably. That's really that's how God works, man. Let's see. Where is it? Saturday. So Saturday, that gift was received, that divine intervention, that and it happened before the reason I needed it. And that's why I love God. Because God, the more creative you are, the more clever, because God will just work with you. And the synchronicities are rad. And the weird stuff is not going to be, well, yeah, I don't know. It depends on your own freaking path, I'm not going to tell you it's not going to be weird, and then you're a freak, and then it could just get weird. What else? So we're getting a taste of Aquarius, the age of Aquarius. It's not actually the age of Aquarius yet. We're going to taste the age of Aquarius. And then, wherever your spirit is in about 125 years, Rick talks about it. He's the one I think of the most. Rick Merlin Levine. When it actually starts, then your spirit will be triggered of this time right here, right now. It'll be reminiscent of that. Yeah. Because we're just getting a little taste. So, and what you do now, just like always, it comes back to you. Tut-tut.